Thank you very much for coming out on this lovely evening. And I hope you all realise that this is a pretty historic evening. Normally, at the start of these talks, I stand up and say to people, thank you very much for coming out on such a ghastly night as this, with the rain, snow, frost, and the rest of it. And so to stand here and say, thank you for coming out when you're all sweating buckets and thinking, should we have stayed at home? So it's great to see you all here, and thank you very much indeed for coming. I'm going to leave the introduction to our speaker tonight to Ian Wigston, because he knows very much more about it than I do. And I just wanted to talk about a couple of things which are going on, which will affect you as members, and we would encourage the non-members here tonight, who I think there are 4 or 5 people here, to think about being involved in it as well. The matter that I refer to is the fact that Baber District Council are about to set out on their next version of the local plan. They have a consultation going on, and they are seeking responses from local people as to our thoughts, the people who live in Sudbury, as to the future and the contents of that local plan. Now, it's very easy for all of us, and I fall into that category as well, to say, oh, local plan, that doesn't mean much to us. But truthfully, I think as the world goes forward, these local plans become more and more important, and probably at the same time, more and more irrelevant. And so it's very important that the people of Sudbury, who know the town, make comments to the authority so that they can understand what it is we want to see for the town. Now, you may say, how long is this for? These plans will form the basis of planning policy through to 2045. So looking around the room, there are many of us who it won't matter that much to, but just think of your children and your grandchildren, and also think about how we would like to see Sudbury maintained going forward. Because it's fair to say, as an organisation, we sometimes question how much what we call the local planning authority understands about Sudbury. And in truth, that's only going to get worse as the local government controls move further and further away from Sudbury. And you don't need to spend more than about 5 minutes with an officer of Baber District Council to know that they really know precious little about Sudbury. So, members, you will be receiving an email which will point you in the right direction to answer the questionnaire. We as a society are going to make our own overall comments on behalf of the society in general. We will expect all of our committee members who will be taking part in that to submit their own views, to show, as much as anything, that there are people in Sudbury who actually care about what is going to go on. And I think we can all say there are bound to be huge changes ahead. And so it really is important to take part and to make those things known. We've had a very good example recently where the local authority thought they knew what they should be doing. And I think we played a fairly major part in getting them to change their mind, because the councillors were against what the planning officers wanted to do. So it really is important. If you don't have an email from us because you're not a member of the society, please feel free to contact us by email or by any other means. The the document is on the BABER website, and there's about a 15 questionnaire which they want answered. So please, if you would do that, I would be grateful. I think the people of Sudbury would be grateful, and I think the people of the next generation of Sudbury would also be grateful, because I think it will help push the town in the right direction.